is Dr. Sitesh Roy, your super specialist in immunology, allergy and asthma, coming to you with this special on COVID-19 vaccines. Friends, I've been asked repeatedly in the past few months by patients, colleagues, family members about, Dr. Roy, when will we have a vaccine for COVID-19? We get so many mixed messages. Every other day we are being told that a vaccine has been found and it's been licensed or whatever else. So friends, I decided to do this video. Recognize that right now SARS-CoV-2 has affected 29 million people around the world. 2.9 million of them are in India itself. About 792,000 deaths, out of which almost 69,000 deaths are in India. And clearly the cases are rising. There are areas in the world where the cases have slowed down or reduced immensely, but clearly the virus is still spreading regardless of the warm temperatures, the summer weather, the monsoons or whatever else. It does not seem to have any sign of stopping. We do have better antiviral medications than we did probably 4 months ago. But still, a vaccine is the ultimate hope and answer for everyone. Recognize that a vaccine, average, it requires 5 to 15 or 20 years to go from the time that a potential target for the vaccine is developed to it actually being given to human beings on a large scale. But with SARS-CoV-2 and COVID-19 infection, and with all that it has done through our world, as the program has been named in America Operation Warp Speed, countries around the world have been working at a very fast pace to develop a vaccine against the SARS-CoV-2 virus. And this has been done to the level that we today have almost 200 vaccines that are in various phases of development, at least 23 vaccines that are in human clinical trials, and out of them 6 vaccines that I know of that are in phase 3 trials in humans. There's generally an exploratory and a preclinical phase to when a vaccine is evaluated for its potential on how well it could work. Then there is the phase 1 trial in which human safety and human dosage is studied. Then there are phase 2 trials in which it is given to a reasonable number of humans, may range between 100 to about 500, who are all healthy individuals generally, to see how the vaccine behaves, what its immunogenicity is, what its safety is, what its efficacy is. And after these phase 2 trials are completed, then phase 3 trials where thousands of individuals are given this vaccine, generally between 20 to 50,000 people. And again, that lasts several months at the minimum. And then after that, if the results are positive and they show that the vaccine has been able to produce a good humoral immune response, stimulating the B cells to produce what is called neutralizing antibodies, as well as it has been able to produce what is called cytotoxic specific T cells to the virus, as well as memory T cells and B cells that can give a prolonged duration of protection. Only then, along with all the safety, minimal side effects, does a vaccine really get approval to be used on a large scale mass vaccination schedule kind of a program. So as you can imagine, with all this happening, with phase 3 trials just beginning in June, July, we can only expect a vaccine to be available to us in the early half of 2021. That would be a very conservative approach. There are clearly individuals or groups who have potentially tried to even accelerate this. Many of the vaccine trials going on right now have combined phase 1 and phase 2 of the trial together. Many of them have skipped the preclinical trials or the animal studies that need to be done and directly gone in for human studies. And with that, a lot of time saving is being done in order to get a vaccine out at the fastest. This is not a race to have the first vaccine. I truly believe that the vaccine needs to be safe, it needs to be effective, and only then it can be released for mass use. And in this whole process of the 6 vaccines that I mentioned, the first one that comes up, which is the furthest ahead in the trials, is one from CanSino Biologics in China, and they have used something called a human adenovirus, to which a certain protein of the SARS-CoV-2 has been attached, like the spike proteins, and these are given in a 2-dose dosage regimen to individuals. And with a study of over 500 people, they have found reasonably good immune responses, with some side effects that include fever, pain at the injection site being the primary ones, and also an observation that the elderly individuals who may have had human adenovirus infections naturally, tend to require a second dose even more than the younger people who may not have had a human adenovirus infection exposure. And so there is a lot still being studied in the phase 3 trials that are going on. The second vaccine that you may have heard of is from the Oxford University, the Jenner Institute of Vaccines in England, which combined with AstraZeneca has come out with something called the ChAdOx1 nCoV-19 vaccine. And this vaccine is based on chimpanzee adenovirus. So the problem that CanSino faced of having pre-existing antibodies in humans interfering with the vaccine efficacy would not be seen with this vaccine. This is also a 2-dose regimen, but in a study again of over 500 people, the side effects of pain, fever, injection site reactions has been noted, along with myalgia and fatigue, and because of that the use of paracetamol seemed to be required when taking this vaccine for a significant number of people to reduce their side effects. Beyond that, there is a vaccine that you all would have heard of from Moderna. This is an institute in the US. Moderna combined with NIH is working on a platform called an mRNA vaccine. An mRNA is a spliced small portion of the protein that can replicate a part of the virus. So when it is injected into the human being, it replicates only, let's say, the spike protein, and the immune system develops an antibody and cellular immune response to those spike proteins. So when the full virus tries to enter the body, there will be pre-existing antibodies that will prevent that. And the mRNA technology has never been used for vaccination before in humans. There have been some vaccines that have been used in animals in veterinary medicine, but not in human medicine so far. So this is a new technology that still we have to see how it behaves. Phase 1-2 trials have shown decently good results. Phase 3 trials are now going on and will take several months to complete. In going further, there is a vaccine from Pfizer that has been developed, and in Pfizer's vaccine, again it's an mRNA based vaccine using what is called a nucleoside modified messenger RNA, and a 2-dose regimen. Phase 1 and 2 trials are being called light speed trials, and it has shown good response in about 105 human beings. Again, fever and injection site reactions have been noted. The next 2 vaccine options have been from something called Sinovac Biotech from China. They have something called CoronaVac, for which phase 3 trials have begun in Brazil. The China National Pharmaceutical Group called Sinopharm started its phase 3 trials in UAE after the phase 1-2 trials that was started in April 2020 showed good results. GlaxoSmithKline's plant-based coronavirus vaccine called CoviLP plus plant-based adjuvants is in phase 1 trials. Also, there is a Sanofi GSK combination collaborative, what we call adjuvant recombinant DNA vaccine, where lab synthesized spike proteins are being used combined with GSK's AS03 adjuvant, which was successfully used in the swine flu pandemic for a vaccine called Pandemrix in 2009-2010. The phase 1-2 trials are expected to begin in September 2020, and the hope is for a fully licensed vaccine, if all goes well, by June 2021. India's very own Bharat Biotech has a collaborative vaccine with ICMR called Covaxin, which uses inactivated virus strains of SARS-CoV-2. These are particles of the virus which can't give the infection but can be enough to stimulate an immune response and hence develop protection and immunity. Phase 1 trials are underway with about 375 participants being given 2 doses 14 days apart. And lastly, from Zydus Pharmaceuticals, there is ZyCoV-D, which is a plasmid DNA vaccine where a genetically engineered DNA molecule coding for key antigens of SARS-CoV-2 are being given to the people for their immune system to respond and be prepared when the virus attacks. Phase 1-2 trials with about 1,048 participants getting 3 doses at a 0, day 28 and day 56 protocol is soon going to be underway. So as you all can see, friends, there are a lot of options, lot of choices, a lot of possibilities for the future, but we still have to wait for phase 3 trials. As has been in the news, the Russian COVID-19 vaccine, which was potentially licensed by the Russian government, where the studies have largely been done with the Russian military. We don't have data on phase 1 and phase 2 trials, so really saying anything specific about the vaccine is difficult. But certainly wherever the vaccine comes from in the world, we are all going to celebrate and be happy as medical professionals, because we do need them to give us the boost that we need to getting herd immunity and protecting everyone in the world. So that's COVID-19 and vaccines for you, friends. Till next time, take care, stay safe, be immune. God bless us all. Thank you.